welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be part 3 of my weight loss series. So this is all my fitness tips. So today's video is going to be a little bit different because I've collated some tips and tricks from local professional personal trainers who I know. These are some of my favourite personal trainers, and 2 of them actually trained me during my weight loss journey and really helped me to reshape my body. Definitely when beginning a fitness journey, I would seriously recommend getting a personal trainer because obviously this is their profession. They know exactly how you should be doing the exercises, which ones is going to target each area of your body. Also, a personal trainer is great when you're just new to the gym or exercising, when you have no idea what you're doing and you're maybe not quite so motivated because it's not become a habit yet. Having a personal trainer there, I can guarantee you will work 10 times as hard as if you were just on your own. So that was great for me. That's why I did personal training for the best part of a year, just to get me kick-started and help me learn everything I now know about the gym. So to me, the biggest thing I found when I got a personal trainer, apart from the motivation and how difficult it was in the beginning, was the form. So basically the personal trainers really taught me about how to do correct form when exercising. So you need to have kind of the right form when you're doing the exercises. And most exercises you need to keep your shoulders back, and it's a good idea to keep your core tight and your core engaged because you can actually use your core for lots of exercises you don't even know just by keeping it tight. And same as your glutes, etc. You need to be squeezing everything to get the most out of the exercises. So first I'm going to give the tips that I was given from the personal trainers. So I contacted a few of my favourite personal trainers in Glasgow and asked them if they could give me 1 or 2 bits of advice for you guys on the best fitness tips for weight loss. So the first PT I trained with is called Martin Danks. So as far as I'm aware, he currently works in Anniesland. He's on Instagram as Martin Danks PT if you want to get in touch. So Martin is all about the form, the same way as other PTs, but especially Martin. If I did something not quite right, he would make me do it 10 times until I got it right. So so I would say that the thing that Martin taught me the most was that you need to stretch properly before and after your exercise. So he made me get a foam roller and a kind of rugby ball type thing. Basically I used to put it at my back and kind of slowly roll up and down the wall to release any tension in the muscles. So I found because of starting off my fitness journey with that kind of mindset of always having to stretch properly before and after your exercises, then I've only ever had 1 injury, which was through me just using weights that were far too heavy and not doing proper form. So that was my own fault. Apart from that, I've not had any other injuries. I don't get very sore after the gym because I'm properly stretching before and after. So Martin's tip is to, with exercise, you need to do the things you enjoy, whether that is walking or a sport. And then once you've made this a habit, like exercising just gently, then you can slowly but surely make it more challenging. So he said you can do things like faster or longer walks and then maybe transition into heavier weights with the help of maybe a professional or a friend who is very good in the gym and who really knows what they're doing. And then he also said you could try and add in walking to work or cycling to work. Again, that was the main thing I said in my first weight loss video, that you need to walk as many places as you can or cycle, and then I guess that's great for the environment and much cheaper than going in your car, I guess. So to summarise what Martin said, he said that the more movement you do throughout the day, the more calories you're burning without even realising, which is a great point, and that's what I said. You need to try and just move more throughout the day, and those little 5-10 minutes of walking here and there really build up to be quite a lot of exercise and a lot of calories burned throughout the day. So thanks so much, Martin, for that. I'll leave his link down below. The next personal trainer I trained with was Andy Scott. So he is very popular in Scotland and Glasgow. He trains people all over the world, doing online programs for people. He's won various competitions and he's very good, so I was lucky to get the chance to train with him. Andy gave a very nice quote. He said, "Fitness is an investment and investments take time. Everything in life takes time, your body is no different," which is absolutely true. When I was training with Andy, he more taught me about the kind of heavier weights and how to use the weight section of the gym a bit more. So he helped me up my weights quite a lot. And again, if I didn't get the form correctly, Andy would make me do it 10 times until I got it correct, which is good. He always taught me that you need to be patient when you're exercising and when you're building up your weights. You can't just go from 0 to 100 in a minute. You need to build it up slowly, otherwise your form's going to go because your body's just not quite strong enough yet to hold that amount of weight, or you're going to end up with an injury. So I'll leave Andy's website below. Again, if anyone's wanting to get into weight training, I would really recommend Andy for that. But recently I have been training at a new gym called Fitness Frontier. So it is a group HIIT based gym and the owner is Chris. I really like this style of training, just totally to change it up. It's a mix of HIIT and strength training with weights as well, and lots of cardio and very intense exercises with little breaks in between. It has classes if you drink water, everybody has to do burpees, and I always forget and drink water by accident, and then I make the class have to do burpees, so sorry guys. So Chris's tips were: start the week off right, always train on Mondays. Totally agree. If you start the week off right, you always end up having a more successful week. Then 2, doing resistance training helps in muscle definition and raises the metabolic rate. Definitely. So basically he's pretty much saying like, and gaining muscle helps you burn more calories throughout the day and increases your metabolism. Then try wearing an activity monitor like a Fitbit or a Apple Watch to keep track of activity. Again, because it helps keep you accountable, because if you're not moving enough throughout the day, that will tell you. Then 5, keep a fitness log to motivate and help with accountability. Again, this is another good thing to keep track of which weights you're doing for each exercise. So in Fitness Frontier, that's what we do. You write down in a book which weight you've done for each exercise. And again, it can give you ideas for days when you're maybe not quite sure what exercises to do. You can just have a flick through your activity log and pick a few for each area, and that's your workout plan for that day. Then lastly, pick training days. Then set realistic goals. Again, you're not going to get from 0 to 100 in a minute, so you need to be realistic. Then lastly, pick training days. Put them in your diary and stick to them like meetings. That's a really good tip. Definitely when I was losing weight, I was super duper busy. Some days I was having to get up at 4 and 5 in the morning, so you really need to make it a big part of your life, and you can't be slacking and expect to get results because it's just not going to happen. So I'll leave Chrissy's info below as well. So that's the gym I'm currently going to. Well, I was before coronavirus, so I can't wait to get back and for Chris to kick my beep. One of the PTs who's fitness classes I was going to is short.sharp on Instagram. So it's Sebastian Short. He does amazing spin classes in Pure Gym in Glasgow. So Sebastian's top tip was consistency, which again I would very much agree with. So he said that the reason for his answer is that there's so many choices and temptations out there, many of which get you to a point where it's easy to give up, which I'm sure we can all agree with. We've all been at that point many times. He said that's what he would always promote to any person or a client, that you need to be consistent and just be determined, I guess, as well. He said it doesn't matter how good a plan is, if it's not followed or you don't have the sense of discipline to be consistent, it's pointless, which again is very true. It's very hard to be disciplined in the beginning, but slowly but surely, once you get used to your healthy fitness lifestyle, it soon becomes habit and you soon enjoy really being disciplined and determined, and that's what makes you stronger, not only physically but mentally as well. I found that to be a huge benefit of training, that it really increased my strength in myself to be disciplined to do the things I want to do and to work hard to achieve my goals. He said when someone understands that, they can achieve any goal set, which is so good. I love that point that Sebastian made. Definitely it's very hard to be consistent and to be disciplined. Like I said in the first video, you need to think why you're doing it and how much you want it. You're not going to get to where you want to be just with no effort, so you absolutely need to stay disciplined. So thanks so much. So I'll leave Sebastian's info in the description box as well. And then last but no means least, I spoke to Vivian at the WePT. Vivian's tips were, so she said, everything in moderation, not deprivation. Don't deprive yourself or you'll be likely to binge. Again, that's exactly what I said in my previous video. You need to have a little bit of what you enjoy, otherwise you're just going to totally go back to how you were acting previously and just eating what you want. I guess 80-20 is quite good, like where you're healthy 80% of the time and a wee bit cheeky 20% of the time. Vivian also said consistency is key. Keep going, nail the consistency, and a bad day isn't the be all and end all. You need to keep going, which again I totally agree with. We all have bad days and you can't beat yourself up about it or completely stop. You just need to keep going. Vivian's last tip was patience. Be patient and you'll see the results. The results don't happen over time, they happen when you're consistent. And again, I totally agree. So it's funny how all the PTs have said something different but similar in a way. So thank you so much, Vivian. I'll leave Vivian's info in the description box as well. Vivian's also doing live workouts that are free at the moment, but she does have a donation page if you want to donate. And so she's running them all throughout lockdown if you want to give them a try. So as you can see, the main thing everyone's saying is be consistent, be determined, invest in yourself, don't let things stray away from your healthy fitness lifestyle. Thanks so much to all the personal trainers trainers who contributed to that section of the video, who gave their advice. I would recommend highly all of them. They're all great personal trainers and I really enjoy all of their work, and they've all got great workouts and very helpful, and they were all more than happy to give tips for you guys, so I'm really happy about that, so thanks so much. So here are some of my tips as well. Again, obviously I'm not a professional like those guys, but after losing a lot of weight and training for a few years, and with those guys' help, I wanted to contribute to my own part as well. My main things I would say is make exercising and going to the gym a habit. Once you've made it a habit, you'll be able to just do it every day without thinking, just part of your routine. That's one of the things that the PTs said. Put it in your diary like a meeting and you need to stick to it, so that's exactly what I done. Even if I was up super early, I would get up 2 hours earlier to go to the gym and have a shower at the gym, then go about my day. So yeah, exercising is non-negotiable. You need to get up earlier and just do it. You'll soon learn to love it when you see the results. Next is, once you get healthy, you need to promise yourself that you can't just give up or stop exercising and go back to the way you were before and go back to not exercising. You're just going to go back to square one like you were before, and that's not what you need to do here. It's a healthy fitness lifestyle. It's not just a quick fix, you know, because when you stop exercising you'll lose muscle, you'll lose strength, and for me what I found is when I stopped exercising for a few months at a time, which has only happened really during lockdown, all my muscle starts to go quite saggy and it's really not the nicest. So that's why I'm starting to do my strength training again, because I don't want that. Your muscle and fitness will go up and down. You might put on weight here and there, but you need to just keep going. Then, like I said in my previous video, you need to walk everywhere. Get off the bus a few stops early, go off the train a few stops early, and increase your walking, again like the PT said. Again, like I said in my first weight loss video, pop on an audiobook or good music or phone your friend, and soon you won't even realise you're walking. Your legs will just keep going and you'll be burning calories, but you're doing something you enjoy. Again, one of my tips was get a Fitbit or an Apple Watch, but they already said that. Then definitely get a PT, which I've already spoke about. Next is start strength training. So the more muscles you have, the more calories you'll burn throughout the day. Again, the same as Martin said. You need to find exercise that you enjoy, whether it be tennis, badminton, basketball, swimming, all things like that, even cycling or walking. Meeting a friend to go ride bikes, that's what I done yesterday, and that was a big part of my exercise for the day, along with a workout with Short Sharp. So rather than just sitting in a cafe having a coffee or in your house, do an activity when you're meeting your friend, because then that way you're socialising but you're also burning calories and working towards your healthy fitness goals. What one of my friends do quite often is we'll go over to each other's houses, or obviously not right now because of lockdown, but we'll pop on some good music, maybe have dinner together, have a wee cheeky drink. We'll dance for hours and hours, and again that burns a lot of calories. So we both have like a Fitbit or an Apple Watch, and we've burned like 500-600 calories within a few hours just dancing about and just having fun, you know. So you can also use YouTube or use TikTok to learn fun TikTok dances with your friends, family or your partner. Again, all these things are burning calories, so like the PT said, more movement throughout the day really is going to boost your weight loss and help your cardiovascular health. And then lastly, a tip I would give about the gym is don't be scared. Everyone thinks that everyone is looking at them or that they look silly in the gym when you first start, but I can assure you that absolutely not. They're too busy looking at themselves in the mirror and looking at their form or looking at how big their muscles are. So don't think people are looking at you in the gym. They absolutely are not. If they are, they're probably thinking good for you for being here, or they're maybe checking the exercises you're doing to give them ideas as well. But one thing I found with the gym and the confidence in the gym was getting a personal trainer and feeling confident doing the exercises then made me not scared to actually do them in front of people and just go in the gym myself. I no longer felt like kind of everyone was looking at me or didn't feel embarrassed anymore. I would happily go into the weight section where it's obviously mostly men, and women do feel a wee bit intimidated picking up tiny little dumbbells compared to the big 40kg ones the guys are picking up. You need to do the weights that work for you, and don't be embarrassed about that, because I guess everyone who starts in the gym always starts somewhere and they always start off small. And I have a lot of respect as well for seeing people in the gym who are changing their lives, because I know it's not an easy journey.